So in the past week, I've been reviewing many devices. When I came back from the review unit to my main driver, which is the Poco F1, it made me realize that I had to make a separate video on it. Because when it comes to its price segment, it does a really good job. So in today's video, I'm going to share my thoughts about Poco F1 in 2019. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. My experience with the device, like especially in this 1 year, how this device held up good in that span of time. When it comes to performance, this phone does a really good job. It held up really good, though there was little bugs and thing. Eventually it was fixed. And let me tell you this too, the CPU and the GPU combination found in Poco F1 is really good, and it's better than those devices found in this 15k price segment. So I want to talk about the gaming experience. I was able to play all the modern games thanks to the specs. I even tried the Call of Duty which launched few days ago. I had a really good experience. When it comes to other game, this phone held up really good and I didn't see any lag. At initial stage yes, but now I couldn't see any lag or something like that. So the overall performance and the gaming found in this device is really good. It's on level with its competitors, and sometimes it does it better. So before going to the next point, I want to make this really clear, because the phone which came out at its initial stage and the phone now is really different. There was many updates which made this phone better. There were a few good updates and there were a few bad updates, but the issues which were known at the initial stage, most of them were solved now. So now I want to talk about the software. So many people like it and many people don't. So I'm a guy who has a love and hate relationship with MI. MIUI does few things really good, and let me tell you this, that the software which you get out of the box is the one of the best software you can ever have, because it will be optimized for your device, and the battery life which you get out of that ROM is really good. So yeah, MIUI has its advantage and it has a disadvantage. That's where custom ROM comes in. So when I install custom ROM on my device, two things happen. One, so the video which I made about custom ROM on my Poco F1 got a lot of views. I got few new subscribers. And number two, the mistakes made by MIUI was corrected in the custom ROM. So there is an active community behind the custom ROM. So if you want a stock Android experience, you can flash the Pixel OS. If you want the OnePlus feel, you can flash the Oxygen OS. If you want customization, you can flash the Resurrection OS. So the list keeps on going. Talk about future, you might not get update from MIUI. At one point of time, MIUI was gonna stop giving updates to Poco F1. At that time, custom ROM is really going to help you, because the community over there is really active. So now I want to talk about the display and the design. Now let's start with the display. So you got a big notch, you got a big chin. So this screen is definitely not a 2019 thing, but it's got a really good panel. You can do color accuracy work like photo editing. I have personally edited a lot of photos and thumbnails for my YouTube using this screen. Moving on to the design, this at its launch, people wish it got a glass back. I didn't have a problem then and I don't have a problem now. I'm happy this phone has a plastic build. One, it's light. Two, I had dropped this phone a n number of times and this phone is still working and it's not got many damage. Yes, it's got its scratches and dents, but it's not major. So let's talk about the camera. So when you compare it to the devices which came this year, it's almost on level with it, and in few cases it does better. And I would suggest to shoot using the Google camera. Though MIUI camera is good, but Google camera can take really amazing photos. And when it comes to video, you got the 4K support now, and the slow motion feature is OP, and you got stabilization for 1080p. So when you compare the camera to the 2019 devices, It does a really good job, and it's a decent camera for its price. Talk about the battery. So this phone's battery life was a really good thing. For a phone which is 1 year old, it does a really good job. If I'm not gonna do any heavy usage, it can easily come through a day. I would be left with 30% of the juice. But if I am gonna game, stream videos, gonna connect my Bluetooth device and do all the stuff, I usually get 6 to 7 hours of screen on time, and that for a 1 year old device, it's not a bad thing. Brings us to the end of the video. Would I suggest this phone for someone else? Yes, if you're a person who wants to get a flagship phone for a reasonable price, definitely I would suggest you this. Especially now, this phone is available for 15,000 rupees, which is a really great deal. But if you're a person who tends to follow trend, and if you want the latest of latest, I would not suggest you this phone. So, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, do not forget to subscribe and tap on the bell mark. Until then, it's me Bharat signing off. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, peace out.